Hey YouTube, it's your girl Kim, the princess of transparency. I know I've been gone for a while, but I am here with a big mission that I'm on right now. So, as you can tell by the name of this video, Mission Rio Bravo. So, in 3 days, Saturday, March 29th, I am leaving for Rio Bravo, Mexico to have a tubal reversal. Well, let me give you some backstory. So, as you know, I'm the princess of transparency, so I'm going to keep it real and put it all out in the line. So, in 2014, October 2nd, 2014, I had my tubes tied. And it was the worst decision that I could have made for myself. I based it off of thinking that I was pleasing my husband, listening to man and not to God. And I allowed for his opinion way more on what I wanted to do than what it was that I actually wanted to do. So, if you watched other videos, you know that that didn't really work out very well because my situation has kind of changed a little bit. But one of the things that they didn't tell me about having my tubes tied was that it was going to cause me so many issues. That when I had my tubes tied at 34, I think, I really wasn't ready to do it. I honestly, God really tried everything possible to prevent me from having the surgery, but I just did not listen, being hard-headed and stubborn. Technically, I was supposed to have it done with my first daughter, my oldest daughter, who was born in 2012, and then that just didn't work out. And then, like I said, in 2014, I had my youngest daughter, who's 4. So, yeah. Long story short, the tubal reversal caused me to have a lot of headaches, a lot of mood changes, and intimacy between me and my husband went way down, that I had no drive whatsoever. So, and one of the other things that was honestly severely dangerous to me was the fact that I had no idea that it would cause me to bleed so bad as far as my menstrual cycles. That it might be TMI, but I went from wearing regular pads to wearing diapers, and that I went from having like little pea-sized clots to having golf ball clots, and it's caused me to be severely anemic. So it was like, okay, when I really started doing the research, it's like, okay, what is this thing PTLS, post-Tubal Ligation Syndrome? I had no idea that what I was thinking that would be a cheap and convenient way of birth control was going to be so detrimental to my body and to my mind, and even to my marriage. But yeah, I am going to see Dr. Perez, and my surgery is costing around $3,500. I actually wanted to do it here in the States, but the ballpark price of that was going to be around $10,000 plus. And I'm doing it more so for getting my hormones back in check, not more for having a baby. I mean, honestly, if it happened, it happened. Whatever God's will is, I'm with. But I'm just doing it to get my hormones back in check. Because when you basically every month become so weak just from having your cycle, something has to give. And I think it's a lot of misleading information that doctors give and don't give about having your tubes tied. So I am trying my best to pack this bag so I can get ready to leave. And let me tell you, I think today alone I have packed this bag at least 6 times. So let me just show you some of the things that I am taking with me, and hopefully I don't change between, today is Monday, between now and Friday. I'm leaving Friday for my trip. I'm leaving the day before my surgery because I couldn't find a flight out earlier or on that day. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of scattered all over the place. I couldn't find a flight that would get me there in time because you have to be there 4 hours before your surgery. I couldn't find a flight that was going to get me there that day, so I had to fly out the day before. So I should get to McAllen, Texas around midnight. Or a little before midnight on Friday, the 29th. And my surgery is scheduled for March 30th around 3 p.m. But I talked to Kathy, who is their administrative personnel. She is so awesome. So because I'm getting there so early, I'm actually riding with somebody else. The shuttle's picking me up early, so I'll be picked up around 8 a.m., which I'm excited about because, trust me, my nerves have been kicking in overdrive. And like the surgery is scheduled for Saturday, and I should be leaving on Sunday from the hospital. And then I'm actually staying in a hotel the next day on Sunday because I couldn't find a decent flight to leave out from McAllen, to not really rush or condense it between the time period of leaving out the hospital and getting to my flight. I didn't want to schedule anything and have a snafu. So I'm leaving on Monday evening from my hotel. So I think everything overall is going to cost me about $4,500, give or take, because you have to pay $160, I believe, for the shuttle. Then my surgery, like I said, is around $3,500, and then my airfare, I believe, was close to $280, from BWI to Texas, and then I have a connecting flight to McAllen. And that was round trip for $280. So that really was a steal. And then I'm also getting a hotel for that Monday. So that hotel's costing about $80, give or take. And unfortunately, be careful about where you book your hotel at, because I thought that I was being smart by getting a hotel that had a shuttle from the airport to the hotel, but they only operate throughout the week as far as their shuttles are concerned. So an Uber is like an additional $10 each way. I tried to plan it, but we'll see what happens. And then they require for you to bring an extra $200 just for emergency purposes, but I am going to go ahead and get the sedation done. Well, they want you to bring $100 for sedation, just in case, but the way my nerves are working right now, yeah, that sedation is going to work. Because I've been so nervous about this procedure that I've been doing intermediate fasting, and I've been walking and walking 3 times a day. So when I started this process, I went from 215 and I'm now down to 195. So I am very happy with the progress that I'm making through this, but at the same time, I'm still just overly nervous. But here's some of the things that I'm packing in my suitcase, if you can see it. I wish my camera would turn around, but it won't. So, pads, because of course you're not knowing how things are going to be as far as, your flow, whatever. I'm bringing my camera. So you are allowed to have a carry-on. I'm going on United Airlines because I went through Priceline to book my flight, and again, beware, because they could tell you one thing in the description, and then when I went back to check my reservation, they're saying that, oh well, it's not, because we assigned you to this carrier over here, we can't offer you XYZ. So buyer beware. But anyway, socks, because my feet always get cold. Stretchy outfits, because I'm not quite sure how the incision's going to be. Forget the background mess I have not cleaned because I've been stressing out over this bag. Compression stockings. Being as though I'm taking a flight, and I believe my flight post-surgery from BWI, or from Houston, Texas to back to BWI is about 3.5 hours. So I'm making sure that I have the compression stockings, just as a precaution. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Typical woman, I brought like 3 different outfits. I know I'm not going to be there that long, but I'd rather have an option, a variety of different things that might work for me compared to something that just might not. Also, I bought new underwear and bras. I made sure that they're bikini cut. Something that's going to be above the incision. I've heard a lot of ladies saying that the compression will help, but you just don't want anything extra super tight that will irritate you. I also got my little liquid baggie, and all my soaps and lotions. I do have some Hava Cleanse soap. I've heard some ladies say that they've tried Dial soap, antibacterial soap, but it doesn't really agree with me with my skin. So I rather just do Hibiclin soap. I mean, I've also heard that people on the Rio Bravo Facebook page, which is awesome, they've said that they will prep you before surgery, but because I'm going on a Friday, I am trying my best to be frugal, let's say it like that, instead of just being cheap. That I'm going to try, because I'm coming in so late, it's kind of defeats the purpose of me trying to get a hotel. But if necessary, I talked to Kathy and said, if necessary, if the airport kicks me out, then I'll get a hotel. But hopefully I'll be able to take a shower before my procedure, because I just rather be freshened up before surgery. But yeah, all my little travel size stuff, you know, toothpaste, deodorant, you know, all the regular goodies. Gas X, stool softener, laxatives. I have a prescription for Tylenol, Tylenol 3 anyway, so I'm taking that with me just in case. I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know. I've also heard some ladies say that to take your own washcloth and soap, so I'm bringing that with me. I'm also bringing some snacks, especially considering now I'm staying really the whole entire weekend. So I got some peanut butter crackers, peanuts, and some cough drops, you know, just in case. All dry snacks, of course. Then I have my big fluffy blanket because I'm always cold and I just want to feel a sense of hominess. What else is in here? I also went on Amazon and I got a postpartum girdle, I guess it's what it's called. I never used it when I had my kids. I have 4 kids, by the way. My oldest is going to turn 18, 11, 6, and 4. But I've tried it out, and sorry, I only have one hand, but it works pretty well. I mean, it does seem to hold you in, so hopefully it won't be too much pressure, but you're able to adjust it as needed, and it has a little belt that seems like it will be more direct pressure on the spot. What else? I have my camera that they said that the nurse will help you out and take pictures if able. So that's really about it. I got my neck travel pillow with me. They say to also bring us a small pillow to hold against your sight, especially driving or on an airplane. And my personal bag, I'm going to take my book bag instead of my purse, because I rather, I'll seem like I'm being more of a target if I just take my purse with me. And I just rather not get it dirty, so I just rather go with my book bag. I am going by myself, so I'm a little nervous about doing that, but I'm going to have faith over fear. That everything is going to be well, and I'm going to come out on the other side of this. So I'm going to get the motor fixed, get it back up and running, and get my hormones back in check and feel like a real complete woman again. So I think that's really about it. If there's any comments, please list them below, and I'll do my best to answer them when I can. So please like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to give more information about the process as it goes on between Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully I'll be able to get all the information that you need, but God bless you, ladies. I wish you the best, and I will see you on the other side.